Welcome everyone back to H2 TV. I am H2 and welcome back to my drift garage. For those of you guys who saw my initial review customization video on the Hellfire, when I was in the mod shop customizing it, I already mentioned I was thinking about purchasing a second one. I really fell in love with it from the moment I had it in game. And yeah, I lasted about 20 minutes after that video was made. So introducing the second Hellfire in lime green with a dew yellow pearlescent. And this is the one we will be drifting today to answer the question that everyone's been asking, which is the new Hellfire the new best drift car in GTA Online? And I'll actually answer that for you guys right now. And very surprisingly, the answer is yes, it is. And no, it isn't. So by the end of the video, you guys will know exactly what I mean. It'll all make sense. But to find that out, we have to compare it against the undisputed king, best drift car in the game since release, the 900R. Really impressive. What other vehicles can you say that about? That it's the best at anything after that long of a time. So let's show some love to the 900R. The only vehicle that has even had a chance of keeping up with it since then, since its release, is the one that came out with the Arena Wars update, which is the ZR380. But there is a catch, and the catch is you have to purchase and use the nitrous while drifting. So that does make it a little bit more complex. It adds something to drifting, but it is what it is. So then, let's head to the test course and let's see how the Hellfire stands up to two of the best drift cars in the game. This is our test track, and it is the perfect test track when testing three of the best drift cars in the game, because you need three things. You need plenty of space, you need extra wide corners, and you need little to no traffic. As we come around this corner over here, we will be drifting around this concrete post on each lap to see how smoothly each of the vehicles can transition from high-speed drifting to low-speed drifting and back out again. Let's get straight to it, and let's start with the Banshee 900R to set the bar high. Alright, let's do this. For each vehicle, we will be doing 3 laps. This will be our starting point, our transition point around this concrete block, the concrete post. And we are off with the Banshee 900R, the king of kings, the best drift car in the game for the last 3 years. Put on a little show for these guys, little tail wave, some proximity drifting, get as close as we can to those containers. And it's easy to see why the 900R is so good right away. Not only the length of drifts, the time it can hold the drifts, but also the angle at which it can get is really amazing. Really, very few vehicles can come close to that. Wait for our gap to open, and we're through. And you know it's a good drift car, and your skills are pretty good when you can get around and through traffic no problem, just very smoothly. Nice proximity drift. And if you guys want to see the techniques that I'm using to get these cars to drift the way I'm doing it in this video, I'll post the links in the description for 2 of my videos on my channel. Welcome to Drift School, and also Advanced Drift School, how to extend your drifts. So if you're thinking about starting out in drifting, or if you're just getting started, or even if you've been drifting for a while and you want to see exactly what I'm doing, be sure to check out those videos. And let's go a little bit wide on this one. Extend that drift out. The only downside to drifting the 900R, and it is a pretty big downside, is that when you stance the car, after about 10 to 15 minutes, depending how much you're drifting, the suspension will get damaged from that stance when it drops when you lower it. So every 10 to 15 minutes, you'll notice you lose all your power and you can't link or transition drifts anymore. You have to actually get rid of the vehicle, call a new one, and stance it again over and over and over again for as long as you want to keep drifting. Alright, let's see how the Hellfire compares to the Banshee 900R, the king of drifting. We are putting it straight against the #1 spot. And straight off the bat, you'll see the Hellfire loves doing donuts. This thing powers through. And let's power out to our high-speed drifting and very smooth. Hello, car. Don't mind me, just going for a drift run. So the thing that makes the Hellfire so good at drifting is the speed boost is so powerful. So that's why it's able to pull off these fat, long, juicy drifts no problem without any struggle. The only speed boost that I've felt that's stronger than the Hellfire is on the Pariah. So when you put that combination of a powerful speed boost on a excellent drift car, it can do amazing things. And there are very few vehicles that can drift that entire stretch we just did with one drift. Little tail wave for the construction workers. So for that main corner, usually you have to extend 2 or 3 drifts to cover that, but not with the Hellfire. You can pull that off in one drift, which is amazing. So this is the first true drift car that we've gotten from Rockstar. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that you cannot stance this vehicle, so you can shoot the wheels all you want, the car will not stance. But it drifts better than almost any stance vehicle in the game. As is, from the factory, just get in and drift. And that is amazing. I've been wondering if Rockstar were ever going to do that, and I'm so happy that they did. So if this is the future for drift cars to come, no more stancing needed, please Rockstar, keep them coming. And I am super excited for the future. And coming straight out of the gates, we have the ZR380, what is widely accepted by the drift community in GTA as one of the best drift cars in the game. Only catch is you have to use that nitrous to extend your drifts. But when you get it down, it is an extra skill set you have to add to your drifting. You can pull off some sick drifts. And this car is really balanced. You can see how close we can get to that barrier. There's a car coming, no problem. Very smooth, buttery smooth. But without that nitrous, it is lacking power, so that's why you have to make sure to use that to extend those drifts. And when you get it down, you can pull off some drifts like this. How cool is that? But if you were to compare the ZR380 to the Hellfire or the 900R without the nitrous, the Hellfire and the Banshee would outdrift it for days. It would have no chance of doing anything like you're seeing in this video, so you do have to use that nitrous at all times. Imagine if Rockstar gave us the option to completely take all the armor off the car, the netting on the windows, the armor on the windshield. If we were able to have a clean version, how sick would that be? But still, can't complain. We've still got the 370Z with nitrous. So still a blast to drift with, no doubt. So now we know the whole story. The ZR380 needs to use nitrous to keep up with the 900R, and the Banshee 900R needs to be stanced to drift as good as it does. And in my opinion, if the Banshee 900R is not stanced, I consider the Hellfire to be the better drift car. So, in front of me, there is a vehicle. And when you take all things into consideration with stancing and using nitrous for drifting, for me personally, it is what I consider to be the best drift car in GTA Online. Are you guys ready? Yes, it is the Hellfire. The 900R may be the better drift car while it's stanced, but that's for every 10-minute session or so, so you have to get rid of the car and re-stance it over and over and over again. And using nitrous is pretty cool, it can be pretty fun, but do I want to use nitrous all the time when I'm looking to go out drifting in the city or on some mountain roads? Do I want to be using nitrous? Not so much, no. I would rather have a drift car that I can get into and just drift. And the Hellfire is the best at doing just that. So Rockstar, if you ever see this video, thank you for such an amazing drift car straight from the factory as is. And if this is the future for drift cars in GTA, I am excited. And that will do it for this video, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a like. Let's see how many likes we can get for this one. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe for more GTA Online content coming soon. Until then, stay cool, stay sideways, and I will see you guys in the next one.